Perfect. Okay. There's so much dirt in my throat. God.
Good.
Good.
Alrighty.
Ready to roll. Let's
skadoodle.
Let's skadoodle.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Lexi.
And I'm Makai.
And this is Between the Miles.
And today we're doing something a little different. We're gonna go over 3 shoes that we've been running in lately on the road. So the Hoka Mach 7, the Puma Deviate Pure, and then the Hoka Clifton Pro. So yeah, I think we're gonna start with the Mach 7.
Mach 7.
Specs.
Yeah, I'm gonna read them from my little notebook because I couldn't remember all of the specs for 3 different shoes, but
Roll.
here we go. So the Hoka Mach 7 is coming in at a price of $145. The stack height of the shoe is going to be 35 millimeters in the heel, 30 millimeters in the forefoot for a woman's shoe. A men's shoe is going to be 37 millimeters in the heel and 32 millimeters in the forefoot. This puts it at a 5 millimeter drop. The weight is going to be coming in at 7.15 ounces for a woman's shoe, 8.37 ounces for a men's shoe. Midsole is going to be made of a Supercritical EVA, and this shoe is, Hoka described it as just their everyday run shoe, just lightweight, kind of more speed-oriented trainer.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it is. I think we'll start with the fit. So I got my normal size 10. I think it was fine. It felt a little bit shallow in the toe box, which I think I've been feeling a bit lately with some Hokas I've been wearing, but not so short that I wanted to go a size up. So other than that, I thought, yeah, fit was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I got, like, let me actually check. Yeah, I got an 8.5 for mine, which is what I usually get for my shoes too. Similarly, I also felt that it was very shallow in the toe box, which I liked for what the shoe's purpose is though. It didn't feel like it was like too tight or anything. It just felt like it kind of fit snugly. I liked the gusseted tongue too. That kind of felt like it hugged my foot in well also. The length of it felt perfect, I'd say, for an 8.5 as well. I know in the past, the Mach has felt a little bit narrow for me up in the forefoot, but it felt comfortably spacious. Yeah. Did you notice anything with that?
I've never really had a problem with Hoka's feeling too narrow. It's the one shoe that has tended to fit my foot really well. But I do know a lot of people have had kind of width issues in the forefoot with Hoka's. So yeah, I don't think I'm a great person to speak upon that. I did not have any issues with it.
Cool.
And yeah, kind of like you said, just the tongue was really comfortable in general. It was a really comfortable, kind of lightweight upper.
Yeah. Did you feel, what kind of runs did you do in it? Like, how did you feel it performed for their lightweight daily trainer?
Yeah, I did kind of everything that you would want to do in like a one shoe quiver kind of thing. So anything from a short, easy run, daily run, I ended up doing a workout in it, and I thought it was great. It's been one of my favorites, I think, this year in that like lighter weight category. I've had a few pairs of the Mach 4 and 5, and that was a shoe I loved for a long time. And yeah, I think it did great in everything from like when you went out for a jog, it didn't feel too aggressive or too light, and also for a workout it was able to pick up the pace. I think the one thing or like 2 words to describe the shoe to me was smooth and snappy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a good amount of rocker, and the foam is a little bit more firm, but that combination just rolls off so well, especially on your just like daily runs. So I really liked it and kind of did a bit of everything in it. How about you?
Nice. Yeah, I also felt the same. I ran in actually the 4s and I think the 5s as well.
Yeah. Which were a little different. Like
a little bit, yeah. And they felt a little bit softer too. My main issue with those ones, I recall, I liked it a lot, but it just wore out so quickly. But I really love with this one, it's got this great rubber overlay, and so the durability is so much better on this one. It felt, yeah, I would just really like the snappiness of it too. I guess I won't like go too much into that because I pretty much agreed with everything with that. So it's been it's been my go-to, I would say, recently for when I'm just trying to grab a shoe to get out the door on the roads. So I've liked it a lot. Yeah. And
I think it's also been a go-to with some more people in the store. It's definitely been a favorite for us. And again, it's like if you're looking for one shoe that kind of does it all, it really does. And you know, it's like pretty affordable too on the price range.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I think Hoka kind of continued to nail it with this one.
Heck yeah, I agree. All right, shall we move on to our Puma Deviate?
Yeah. Was there anything you didn't like about this?
Oh yeah. Honestly, no. I can't think of anything. I felt like maybe if I were to nitpick, the tongue sometimes felt like it kind of slid down a tiny bit.
Okay.
Barely though. I don't know. That's just me trying to find something. Otherwise, it was great. What about you?
Yeah. No, I think someone who likes like a really soft, bouncy shoe, that's not this. However, I think again going like with that little bit firmer, more responsive foam in the rocker was like a perfect combo. So. Yeah, really no complaints about it. So
sweet.
All right, let's move on to the Puma Deviate Pure, which is kind of a newer one from Puma. Yeah, if you want to go into the specs and maybe what it's for.
Totally, yeah. So the Puma Deviate Pure, they call this their responsive daily trainer. This is what I grabbed from their website, so their words. But the stack height of this shoe is going to be 38 millimeters in the heel, 30 millimeters in the forefoot. That's for both the men's and women's shoe. This puts it at an 8 millimeter drop. The weight is going to be 6.3 ounces in a women's shoe, 7.8 ounces in a men's. The midsole of this is, they call it Nitrofoam, and so it's a supercritical foam here as well. There wasn't details on exactly what foam they used.
Blend.
Was it the Puma blend?
I believe, or maybe it's a TPU. We should double check that.
Oh, either Puma or TPU. Let's put it in the notes. Yeah. So the price of the Puma Deviate Pure is coming in at $150, so it's pretty close to the Mach, which was the $145. Some other features of the shoe is it's got a gusseted tongue. It has a very thin tongue as well, so it's kind of similar to that upper feel in the Mach. And there are some plated options for the shoe. This one's unplated, just as like a daily trainer. The plated option as the next one up is going to be the Deviate Nitro, and the Deviate Nitro Elite is going to be their like race day plated shoe. So
yeah, start with the fit.
Start with the fit.
All right, once again got my normal size 10. This one was more spacious than the Mach. Yeah, it was. I thought it felt great. It was a pretty accommodating fit, I think. It had a little bit more room in the toe box, and overall super comfortable. Yeah, no complaints about the fit.
Sweet. I got an 8.5 also, so my normal size. Didn't have any issue with the length at all. I had that kind of thumb's width of space there between my toe and the end of the shoe. It felt like a sock. Like it just felt like you slip it on and it just kind of fits you nice and snug in a good way. And but yeah, without being too tight, it did feel like it had a very accommodating upper, so it wasn't like very constricting or anything at all.
Yeah. What kind of runs did you do in it?
So truthfully, most of my road runs right now have just been kind of easy miles, because I've been doing most of my like bulk miles on the trails. So for most of these, just easy runs from anywhere from, I don't know, 6 to 12 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, but it felt great for all of those though. Yeah, what did you use yours for?
Yeah, I tried to do a bit of everything. I think when I first saw this shoe, without kind of reading too much of what Puma was saying or talking to our Puma rep, I saw everyone trying to compare it to the Evo SL, so that was my first thoughts of what it was going to be used for. I'll maybe get into a little bit of what I think compared to that, but yeah, I kind of did anything from like a 30-minute shakeout to a couple workouts, a couple easy runs, and I kind of have my thoughts on maybe where I liked it the best and maybe where I thought it lacked in others, but
for sure.
Yeah, I felt like I tried to use it as a kind of do it everything shoe. What do you think of your experience in the shoe?
I felt like my initial thoughts, my first run in it, I really liked it, honestly. It felt like I liked the cushion to it. It felt soft, but not like squishy.
Yeah.
So definitely softer than the Mach, just since we have shoes here we can like compare them to. So definitely softer than the Mach, but had like just kind of a nice like gummy bounce to it.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
That's a good description.
Yeah, that's kind of how that felt. I did a couple like, you know, little like mini pickups, like strides in it, just to kind of see how it did feel once you're trying to get your legs moving. And granted, it's not necessarily made to be like a workout shoe. You can, but I wouldn't choose it for like a workout shoe. It didn't quite have the responsiveness I would want for that, but it felt like I would use it for like if I were just feeling good on any given day and I wanted to pick up the pace and push it, I would feel very, very comfortable doing it in this shoe.
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed the description perfect. Kind of going through the types of runs I did. For me, it was a little too soft and too bouncy for recovery day. I just don't like much give if I'm just trying to like go out there and jog. But those like kind of easy daily runs, that's where I thought, yeah, it felt the best. Like you could kind of pick up the pace if you want. It had a little bit of rebound, but nothing crazy. And then, yeah, I did 2 workouts in the shoe, one on dirt, one on the road. I'd say the dirt workout actually felt pretty nice, but also on the dirt, you don't really feel responsiveness as much of a shoe. So it just felt kind of like lightweight, closer to like a flat, I guess, even if it's not a flat. Yeah, my workout on the road, I felt like I was putting in a lot more than I was getting out. Just if I were to use this as a workout shoe, I would want a little more rebound to it. So I think for me, I'd put this right in that like daily trainer or shoe that you can like pick up the pace in if you're feeling good. But yeah, not to compare too much, but I think like maybe I preferred the Mach for kind of an everything shoe, but if you like the softer, more bouncy stuff, I think maybe this would be a better option.
Yeah.
Similar, it's very similar categories of shoes or use case.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think that, yeah, if you want something a little bit firmer, go for the Mach. If you want something that's got a little bit more of that softness to it, go for the Deviate Pure.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, if you like the fit of it and everything too, but you want it to be able to do those, harder tempos and harder efforts, then perhaps the Deviate Nitro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, the plated one.
Yeah.
So
I kind of said I don't know if there were dislikes, but maybe preferences. Did you have anything particularly you didn't like about the shoe? Or you kind of wish that was different?
I didn't have any issues with it. It felt comfortable. It felt like I just kind of forgot about it when it was on my foot. I wouldn't use it necessarily for a tempo shoe, but it wasn't made to be a tempo shoe.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have anything I would have changed about it. This was also my first Puma shoe I've ever run in, so I didn't really have like other shoes in their category to compare it to really, but yeah. What about you?
No, I think, again, there was no real complaints. I think, again, like you were saying, it's not going to be my workout shoe, which I think maybe when I first got it, that's what I thought it was designed around. But no, I think for like a daily trainer, do-it-all shoe, if you like something a little softer with some bounce to it, this is a great option for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And a good price too.
Yeah, 150 puts it at a great price range, and I think durability is going to be fine too, because similarly, it's got that full rubber overlay.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Puma grip. All right.
Cool. Let's go on to the Clifton Pro.
Clifton Pro, the big guns.
It does feel kind of thick compared to the other ones.
It's pretty thick. All right, Clifton Pro.
Spec time.
Let's go. So Clifton Pro is, Hoka describes it as their performance daily trainer. The stack height of the Pro is going to be 38 millimeters in the heel, 30 millimeters in the forefoot for a woman's shoe. Men's shoe is going to be at 42 millimeters in the heel and 34 millimeters in the forefoot. So that puts us at an 8 millimeter drop, which is again a little bit different than their 5 mil drop that they have classically done in the past. Yeah. But the weight of the shoe is going to be 8.54 ounces for a woman's shoe and 10.44 ounces for a men's shoe.
We're going to the 100th place now.
Woohoo! I know, it's crazy. The midsole is, Hoka calls it their Pro Glide Plus midsole technology. So what this is, it's a supercritical foam. It's a supercritical EVA foam, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so supercritical EVA foam and paired with a more aggressive meta rocker than the other shoes in their lines, for their daily trainers at least. Price is coming in at $165. So a little on the more pricier side, but not terrible.
No.
Yeah, more expensive than the other two we talked about, but yeah, I mean the regular Clifton, the Clifton 11 is $155. Right? Yeah, so it's a $10 difference. So it's kind of like up to you if you feel it is worth that $10 difference. Yeah, but we'll talk about the differences between the two shoes a little bit later. What did you think about the fit?
Yeah, I thought it fit perfect compared to a couple of the last Hokas we've gotten. this one I felt like was quite spacious, quite generous in my normal size, and yeah, super comfortable upper, kind of thicker padded tongue, heel. Definitely a very comfortable shoe. I think very accommodating fit. Kind of classic Clifton fit though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely has that like higher volume in the fit up here, so it doesn't lock you down as well as like the Mach does. But I mean, neither does like the regular Clifton, but it does have that, like you said, the gusseted tongue, which kind of helps with that lockdown, I guess. And yeah, the padded tongue, I mean, honestly, some people really have a preference for the padded tongues versus the flat tongues. I don't really care. I think
it depends on, for me, it depends what the shoe's for.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting ahead, but in this case, I like the padded tongue. If it's a performance shoe, I don't want a padded tongue.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Well, this is kind of their sort of a performance shoe.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Did I talk about my fit yet? I don't think I did. I got
maybe
an 8.5. I don't think I said that.
Oh.
I got an 8.5, and that's the size I usually get, as I've said like 3 times now, for these shoes here. It felt like a perfect fit also, still had that thumbs width of space, again, just a little bit more of that shelf height up there. I didn't have any heel slippage or anything that I noticed. Spacious, felt good. Yeah. What runs did you use yours for?
Well, I basically just did easy runs in the shoe. Yeah, kind of when I got the shoe and saw the name Pro, I kind of assumed it was going to be like a, I don't know, pretty responsive, lightweight, max cushion kind of shoe. I don't think it's that. I think it's a just modernized Clifton, which is kind of nice. So I felt like it maybe not going too far ahead. I guess comparing it to the other Clifton, which I have run in multiple pairs of every model, I guess, in the past. It's definitely softer, maybe a little more responsive, but I wouldn't call it a responsive foam. And then yeah, like that rocker kind of has a little more, feels a little nicer, kind of rolling through the stride. But yeah, for me, it felt just like a really nice everyday run, recovery run kind of shoe, and that's what I used it for. Kind of what you use it for? What do you think it was good for? I
similarly thought that I was going to be using this for like a tempo effort and some, harder workouts. However, when I put it on my foot, I'll start here. When I put it on my foot initially, just in the store, I know you said you felt like it was like soft, but I felt like it was really firm when I put it on initially. And I think it's probably just the difference in like you're a boy and you're bigger than me.
Just call me fat. Great. Cool. Now I'm really gonna get an eating disorder. All right.
And probably our running style is a little different too.
Probably.
Or
just preference. What we think is soft.
Yeah. Because I know that sometimes we'll have like different employees in the store will have kind of different opinions on the cushion, but at least for me, I'm 5 feet tall, by the way, so I don't know if that makes any difference to anyone, but it felt firm on my foot when I was just standing in it in the store when I first put it on. When I took it out to run, it did have obviously that bounce to it. So I did feel the responsiveness of the Supercritical foam. I felt like there was a difference between the foam in this one when I run in it versus the foam in a Clifton. It felt
definitely
like when I run in the Clifton, it is a much just softer, you kind of land and sink into it a bit without that rebound. This felt like it definitely had that rebound to it.
I agree.
But that being said, I also was using it for my easy runs. It just felt really nice for, I know it's not supposed to be for this, but it felt really nice for like a recovery day shoe.
Exactly. That's exactly what I've been using it for. It's kind of like daily miles when I'm just jogging around. Which, in one way I'm like, so why'd they call it the Pro? And really, again, kind of, I don't know if I said already, this is really just, to me, a modernized Clifton, which had me thinking, why did they make the Pro and the Clifton 11? Until I took this on a weekend trip, because I was like, oh, I'll walk around a bit, I'll wear it on the plane. kind of running it, kind of just got to bring the one shoe. And I did not like wearing it around all day. I felt where it was like more soft, more unstable, the rocker, versus like, I see they clip. If you like the previous Cliftons and just really like that feel, stick with like the Clifton 11. You know, again, it's just like, you like say it's soft and sinky, but it almost feels like when you're standing, like it's not a firm shoe, but it feels like firmer, where you're just not getting, it feels like a little more stable.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I agree with that. I do think it is more stable, because it's hard to describe, I guess, because it feels, it's firm, but it's more responsive. The Clifton to me feels softer but more stable. I don't know if that's making any sense. Well, and I think it's just because when you are standing in, and this kind of goes for any supercritical foam shoe, whenever you're standing in them, they are just unstable, just kind of by nature. So I think that's,
No, that makes sense. So yeah, I think it's like, again, just modern Clifton versus a classic Clifton feel. So kind of depending on what you like. I think a lot of people that have liked the Cliftons but just feel like it's been falling behind everything else on the market. I think this is great.
I think so too.
But yeah, for me, I'm gonna keep running in the Clifton, like, but this one now, you know, for like daily runs versus the other one.
It feels like it's a good competitor to those other, well, like for example, the Deviate, which has the supercritical foam, and even the Mach that has a supercritical foam. It just feels like
significantly different foam than the Mach.
Yeah, it felt, definitely a different foam than that, but it feels like it's kind of put the Clifton into a more competitive place for that kind of responsive daily trainer shoe.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I also think it will, sorry, did you have something?
No,
okay.
Go for it.
I do think this one will be more durable. Like, it'll feel nicer for longer than the regular Clifton. I feel like in the past few Cliftons I've had, great out of the box, great for like 150, maybe 200 miles, and then it's just like dead.
For sure.
At least for running. I think the supercritical foam has a little more life to it. Also, the rubber coverage is great. I do have some chunks, maybe you can zoom in on this, but I have some chunks out of my heel.
What did you do?
I'm running on road to trail in this shoe. So the grip's been great for the on some of the dirt, but I have taken a couple little rock chunks out of my heel in the shoe. But I mean, I've like 100 miles in them and they have no sign of wear.
Yeah, they look great. The overlay is awesome. It does give you more of a rubber overlay than the regular Clifton does. So I do think that durability is going to be great for that. Should we talk about the differences between the Clifton 11 and this one, just like spec-wise? Run through those real quick.
If you want, you could add it.
Well, I have them in here.
Okay.
So might as well.
Use your handy dandy notebook.
Just because I feel like that's something people, my handy dandy notebook.
Yeah.
I feel like people will be curious, you know, like what's the difference? But yeah, so I guess just to quickly compare them, both the Clifton 11 versus the Clifton Pro, they're both gonna have the same stack height and drop to them, so that 8mm drop. The Clifton 11 is that $10 cheaper, so $155. Clifton 11 is a little bit heavier, so this is gonna be a little bit lighter thanks to that supercritical foam.
It's not light though.
It's not light. It is the heaviest of these options here, actually.
By a lot,
so that is something to note. But the Clifton 11 is heavier though. The foam of the Clifton 11 is compression molded EVA, which kind of is, explains why it does kind of pack down a little bit faster, but it does have a bit of a softer feel to it, allegedly, some may say. The Clifton 11 also has a more moderate meta rocker to it, so not quite as aggressive, and there's no gusseted tongue in that one. So this is built to have a little bit more of a lockdown to it.
Yeah. Was there anything you didn't particularly like about this? Wish that was different? You think it was a good option?
I don't, and I know I've said this before, I don't love to run in a more high cushioned, like rocker style shoe, just because of my foot injuries in the past. So it's not necessarily something I would gravitate towards myself, but it does feel nice for those easy days. And I don't think I have any complaints. Maybe just, I like when it fits a little bit more secure, I guess. Like, I prefer the fit of the Mach and the Deviate Pure, I would say, to this. So that would be the only thing. But otherwise,
Okay.
no.
I think I'm the opposite.
Okay,
on all
tell.
options. I mean, I think anybody that works at the store knows that this is a shoe I will 100% gravitate towards most
Yes,
days.
this is true.
I just like the Clifton. It fits well with my foot, fits well with my stride on easy days. I never have complaints about it. Also with the fit thing, so I'm also someone that likes a more snug fit on like performance shoes, but an easy day shoe, I like a little more space. So I felt like this was great. I forgot what else he said, but my only complaint with the shoe really is the Pro name.
The name.
That's pretty much my only complaint. I think it's I don't know, I mean, Pro Glide Plus could be the Clifton Plus, or just,
Sure.
yeah, I just don't think it needs to be named Pro. But
Fair enough. Take it up with marketing.
I also think the 165 price range for what it is in the competitor shoes is like right on par. And I think it's just different. If you want to use it more as like running shoe, I feel like this is a better running shoe than the Clifton 11. I feel like if you like you're gonna go travel somewhere and do a lot of walking and then also run or stand all day, I think the Clifton's better. Like the Clifton 11 would be better for that. Other than that, yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, okay.
Sweet.
Anything to add on the three?
What, out of these three, which one would you pick to go for a run right now?
Well, what am I running? Am I jogging?
Hey, you choose. What run would you be doing right now?
If it's an easy day, here.
Clifton Pro?
Yeah, but the Mach is great. They're different. Yeah, I don't know. I think I love the Clifton Pro. I reached for it more without thinking than I did the Mach. Like I had to think like, oh, I want to go put miles in the Mach today.
Gotcha.
Even though I really enjoyed it. It's just, this is more the shoe I lean towards on like most of my runs
Makes
on
sense
road.
to me. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
me?
What about yours? I didn't ask you.
So rude.
I am 100% getting canceled today.
Yeah, this is insane. I would choose I think I would go with the Mach for myself. Again, I liked all three. I didn't really have any major complaints about any of them. The Mach I would just pick because for just all the opposite reasons that you would pick the Clifton Pro, I think. Just because I like that it's a little bit firmer. I like that it's a little bit more flexible there. It just feels better on my feet and my body. It feels like this is just the shoe that I could grab and run easy and feel really good, or I could grab and go for like a long run and feel really great too. So
I will say, if I had to choose just one shoe for my closet, and this is also going with like a lot of these on the wall.
Oh yeah.
The Mach would be one of those, like, I don't have a closet full of shoes. This is definitely what I would choose. But if I do have a closet full of shoes, I'm probably gonna pick this on easy days.
Well, sweet.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. If your local running store has them, go in, try them on. I know we're a little late to some of these.
Yeah, sorry guys.
If you like this style for road shoes more, we've been doing a lot of trails and we feel like there's less to talk about for road shoes. And we frankly just haven't been running that much roads. So we might try to group these up. Might do something where some of our favorite shoes.
Little recap videos. Yeah.
So
that'll be fun. But we'll have some chill stuff coming your way too.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot to say about that. So.
Yeah. Other than that, sorry for the delay.
Sorry.
I think anything else?
Follow, like,
subscribe, comment. You can give me the hate today.
Yeah, comment nice things.
All right, bye.
Anyways,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See y'all later. The price of this shoe is coming in at $150, so just kind of around that same point as the Mach.
160.
150 is what the internet said.
Oh.
Do you think it was 160?
I thought it was. Uh-oh. Sorry.
You're so good.
I'm over
no
here
worries.
like mansplaining, but you're right. You're right. I'm
Oh,
wrong.
shocker! I'm right.
Okay,
It's
cut that out.
150.
I wasn't denying you. I just
Interesting.
thought I saw 160 somewhere.
Nitro Elite.
Yeah. I also believe they have the straight Deviate, which is their daily.
No, the Deviate's the.
They have the Deviate.
This is the Deviate Pure. This is the daily. The Deviate is
What's their daily trader? Okay. Sorry, I'm denying.
Look, I'm second guessing everything I'm saying.
Okay, a lot of this.
I took notes.
You're right. Okay. Do you wanna go from price down? And I won't talk. I won't talk if you want to go from price down.
Okay, price
and this
down.
can be a blooper. I am so canceled.
Oh God, yeah,
I promise.
cancel
I'm
him.
not like this.
Abolish men. Okay.
Fair. I did easy runs in this shoe. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna say it right away. I don't think this should be called the Clifton Pro. However, I do think this shoe is really just like a modernized Clifton, which is a good thing. Anyways, okay, so we're going to a little bit. First, I'm a Clifton lover. I've ran in all the Cliftons, wear it around at work, wear it around normally, traveling it, whatever.
You do love Clifton.
So, yeah, similar fit, similar feel running, in terms of like, actually it doesn't really feel that similar. Cut, bam.
Yeah.
What did we talk about? Maybe you want to ask that again?
Yeah.
That way I'm teed up.
Yeah.
Teed up. Okay.
What kind of? I just choked.
Perfect. It's dry.
Excuse me. Yeah, I also. Sorry, I'm just. But someone commented on one of our videos one time, like, yeah, because we say yeah a bunch, and now every time I say it, I think of that comment.
All right,
so that just like triggered me when I said that.
Did I even make sense when I talked about this?
No, I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I use these runs for? So what did I use these runs for?
So
What